listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
When is my contract up?
Right now, motherfucker.
When do I not have to do this podcast anymore?
You don't have to. You can say goodbye to the fans today.
All right, continue with your intros.
No. We're not doing intros because we're on a time schedule right now.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me as always is Tony D, and who was missing the last time. Momba.
I don't think I've been here in like a month.
You haven't been here in 3 weeks.
That's a month, right?
Because you're a lazy piece of shit.
In European time, 3 weeks is a month.
Yeah, because they're on the metric system.
And none of us were here last week because these guys decided not to show up after we had agreed on, time and place. Why didn't you guys show up last week?
Because I noticed a trend. I noticed that when we skip an episode, the episode before we skip.
So then what was your excuse the week before that?
The ratings go through the roof.
What was the reason you missed the week before that then?
Is that when I did the triathlon?
Yeah. You mean the hot dog eating contest?
Yeah, the hot dog. That was I didn't know it was going to take that long.
That's bullshit.
Because my buddy, he does these. So Nike, they have these free events throughout Chicago. I forgot what they're called, but you could just look them up and then you could just join in and sign up.
No, you can't look them up because we tried it last week and it didn't work out so well.
You weren't Googling it.
Yeah, we were.
Googled it hard as fuck.
Well, no, that's what I mean. I take that.
All we found was a hot dog eating contest.
I take that. You were Googling it, but there's an app.
And I heard that hot dog eating contest was by way of suppository.
Yep, and I heard you won by a landslide.
And they were phalluses. All right, you don't look it up online, but there's an app. I'm not going to...
So we need to download an app?
Yeah, I'm not going to plug it because I'm not getting paid for this shit. But that's what I did. And he does these events, and they're usually an hour long, and they're just workouts. But I didn't realize that it was a decathlon.
So it's just poor planning on your part.
Yes, it was. And I didn't have my phone on me either. I put my phone in my book bag, and then I gave my book bag to the check-in. So I could tell that it was getting late, and I was like, I bet you they're blowing up my phone right now.
Oh, we were.
Were you guys upset?
Not us. And I think the listeners were actually pretty happy about it. They say you suck.
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm on here. A lot of people were saying that the episode was actually pretty good. I haven't listened to it. I refuse to. I refuse to acknowledge something that I'm not a part of.
So you listen to every episode that you're on, but you won't listen to...
Yes.
You are...
Technically, you were on it because we played like your...
Oh, my
played
song?
Your movie review.
Nobody asked my permission, though. I could sue.
Actually, anything you say is property of NKOTP.
This is true.
Is that really?
Yeah, even name Momba. So when you leave, the name stays here.
Why do you have that on there?
You'll see later. I'm testing something out.
Oh, okay.
But we're upgrading our studio.
For those who don't know, Junkyard, his TV has our logo, and it's just there.
It's connected to his computer, so basically it's like either mirroring his PC or is using it as a second screen.
But it makes me feel really important. Like my logo is just there for some reason that I drew by myself.
Yeah, right.
That I made.
Out of everything you just said right now,
it's all a lie.
That's not all true at all.
None of it is true.
None of it is true. You did not draw it. That is not yours.
It is a property of NKOTP.
But you know what? For all intended purposes, we're on a schedule. Mama's got to go to the gym. Junker's got to
the gym.
Get up early or whatever.
Look, Junker, I'm trying to go to the gym.
I don't really like you guys, so we're going to keep this quick and dirty.
Yes. Just an hour. Let's make it an hour. We don't have to go over, right?
Yeah, plus the listeners don't want to just, they don't want to just listen to a squabble.
You guys got stuff you got to do.
Tony's got to go home and play Diablo.
And himself.
I got to go upstairs and finish watching The Ultimate Fighter and edit the stupid-ass podcast.
Lame. Why don't you watch some real shit?
Like what?
I heard that The Good Wife has all 7 seasons on.
I fucking don't watch that bullshit.
Yeah, it got like fucking almost 5 stars.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd rather watch Suits.
Now there's a show you can set your clock to.
Do you have to watch Ultimate Fighter so you could continue to pretend you like MMA?
No, it's because this is probably the most exciting season. You want to know about it? You want to hear about it? I would say anyway. So in this season of The Ultimate Fighter, they're what they did. See, so normally what the Ultimate Fighter is, for those of you who don't know and don't watch the Ultimate Fighter,
none of us know.
It's a reality show where they get like people who want to be in the UFC and they put them in a house together, and then they have to fight. It's like a tournament. They have to fight, and whoever wins the Ultimate Fighter gets a contract with the UFC.
So it's like the real world.
Except there's actual goal to it. And they usually win a Harley Davidson too. They win a contract and a Harley. And this season, what they're doing, so the flyweight champion Demetrius Johnson is a beast, and he just fucking plows through everybody in the division. He has not lost in God knows how long, and he's just fucking destroying. So they can't find anybody to beat him. So what they did this season of the Ultimate Fighter is that they grabbed champions from many organizations that are flyweights. So they grabbed, I think there's like 15 or 20 flyweight champions from different organizations, and they're basically all going to duke it out, and whoever wins not only gets a contract with the UFC, but gets to fight for the belt against Demetrius Johnson.
Did you just put me on there? I'll fight him.
Yeah, okay.
I'll fight him.
You're not a fucking flyweight.
Huh?
Damn.
If he was...
He said you're more of like... What's like the opposite of a fly? A fly's small, right?
He's like a super heavyweight.
Super heavyweight? Damn.
So,
what's the weight class for it? Or what's the range? The weight?
Well, heavyweight is the highest in MMA right now.
So there's no super heavyweight?
No, there isn't.
What was Butterbean?
He was a super heavyweight in boxing.
Damn, how about get him off?
Wasn't that like just a novelty position?
Yeah, there aren't that many super heavyweights.
That's why he's calling you a novelty fighter.
Is there a special weight class for Junkyard's intelligent group?
That makes absolutely no sense.
Is there? You're
saying there should be a special weight class for someone that's his weight but his height?
No, someone of his IQ. Someone
very, very intelligent. I get it. Yeah,
somebody that rides a very specific school bus,
a large school bus
of the shorter variety.
Well, I mean, I'm obviously all these fighters are pretty dumb. Otherwise, they wouldn't be fighting.
That's not true.
Yeah,
they got to be. Their IQ's got to be low. Why do you think they're all like?
Because they fight because they love.
Like Momba, give us your Nate Diaz impersonation.
Hey, you kids want to buy some marijuana? Aren't you Nate Diaz? Yeah. You gonna buy a pot or not?
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Don't waste my fucking time, kid.
Don't hate on Nate Diaz.
I love Nate Diaz.
I'm just saying, don't deny the fact that he sounds like a.
Yeah,
idiot.
I love Nate Diaz. He still sounds like he hangs in front of a 7-Eleven and drinks Monster Energy drinks all day.
He sounds like his tongue doesn't fit in his mouth.
Yeah.
Did you hear he said he's sorry to CM Punk?
How do you apologize? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know, but CM Punk said it the other day that he apologized.
If you want to talk like Nate Diaz, just stick your tongue out and keep it out when you talk, like this. So you basically keep your tongue out whenever you say words. That's how he breathes.
All right, enough MMA talk.
You know why it's funny? Because Junkyard is not pleased. You can tell he's got that sour look on his face, like, oh, these fucking guys.
No, he does talk funny. What was going to say?
Yeah, but no, you
can't deny that.
Yeah, I know you can't deny it. That's what upsets you the most. That you can't deny it.
I don't care if you make fun of Nate Diaz. Fuck do I care?
It's your butt hurt. I can tell. I've known you long enough to know when you get butt hurt.
Yeah, okay.
And you are butt hurt.
Dude, I don't care.
All right, we'll stop talking about it because Junker's getting butt hurt.
Because when he says I don't care, he's like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not butt hurt.
I'm surprised he hasn't left the basement and gone up to his room yet and slammed the door.
What is the game plan going in against him?
The game plan is to go in there, hit him with some good shit, don't get hit, and come home with a pocket full of cash.
Such a elegant speaker.
Very, very articulate. Although that I do find that very hilarious. I did love that video. That's Nate Diaz discussing his game plan.
Now you see the what's going on here?
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
So that way, usually when I play a video, our audience can't see it, obviously, because we're only an audio-only podcast. But you guys can, I mean, at least.
And we can comment on it as it's playing.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. That's very smart.
I know it is, motherfucker. I'm the producer.
Oh.
Damn.
Then why is this
He said, shut your dumb ass up.
Why is this show so shitty then?
Because you're on it. Did you hear it was better last week? I came up with this idea while you were gone.
Can I go home? Can I
Yeah,
leave? You guys don't need me. I tried.
I actually need you because I need a ride.
I tried to stay home, and you said I'm under contract and I have to show up.
Yeah.
I think you just wanted me to show up.
Well, you do need to show up because I need a ride.
You're like a single mother who is using the kid as an excuse to see the kid's dad.
That's funny, but kind of messed up because it's true.
Yeah. So Junkyard is
That's
like,
horrible.
well, if you want to see your kid, you got to come over here and hang with them. Got to go spend time at my house.
Bitch, I ain't trying to see you.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to see my kid.
All right, let's get to our Urban Dictionary word of the day, shall we? This word is actually dedicated to not only an avid listener, but our dear friend, Ikiban. Today's word is dicks out for a Harambe.
That's not a word. That's a phrase.
Whatever, fuck it. It's an Urban Dictionary, so yeah, whatever.
I can tell you what it is.
What is it?
You pull your dick out to mourn the death of...
You pull your dick out in solidarity
Yeah.
for the death of Harambe.
That is correct. The act of pulling your dick out of your pants as a sign of respect for a nigga Harambe.
Oh, why would you say that?
That's what I'm just reading the definition.
You can't say that.
That's the definition.
As long as he's like verbatim, he could.
All right, so he's quoting something.
Because someone else said it.
All right.
So if you're upset, you should be upset at whoever said it originally.
And I am, what do you call it? I'll read that in the sentence. Show some respect, you insensitive fuck. Dicks out for Harambe.
And then you proceed to whip your dick out.
Exactly. So every time you guys hear dicks out for Harambe, you will hear.
I love how the internet responds to this whole Harambe thing. So I guess the Cincinnati Jew.
Oh, Cincinnati. Why are you so racist?
Wait, it was in Cincinnati, right?
Easy. Calm down there, Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Zoo is trying to put this whole Harambe thing behind them,
But they can't.
and the internet will not let it happen. So the zoo's Twitter page, they say all these nice things, all these nice tweets talking about all sorts of animals. Like they had a couple of flamingos. They're like, hey, come down and see the flamingos. And then everybody just responds something with Harambe. You're like, you know who would love to see the flamingos? Harambe.
And I saw one's like, look at these penguins going out for a stroll. And then like, you know who can't go out for a stroll anymore? Harambe. Why? Because you shot him.
I think the funniest one is the zoo said, hey, ticket prices are half off today. Come on down and see some of the animals. And everybody was like, the tickets should be free because Harambe already paid the ultimate price.
And then there was, I think it was like the flamingo one or some other one where some girl commented like nothing Harambe related. It's like, oh, I really like flamingos. And like everyone like just lit her up. Like, don't you dare comment anything that is not Harambe related on any post.
They jumped on her. She's like, oh, I forgot.
I'm sorry. It's like, I like flamingos. Like, bitch.
And also, I think it was today or yesterday, a baby gorilla was... I am the smartest!
Sorry, that was an accident. I was scrolling.
A baby gorilla was born in Philadelphia, and they asked the internet what to name the gorilla, and
They learned real quick. You don't ask the internet for anything.
all the names were Harambe Jr., Harambe 2, I think Harambe the Second Coming. So the internet
Those are good names. I think they're actually considering it too, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think they are.
I think if they did, they would get like a lot of
Everybody would want to go see 'em.
people would actually like pay to go see the second Harambe.
their ticket prices would spike.
Yeah. Just like what was that? Did we talk about this? About how this one boat, like they had like a naming contest for this giant boat.
Bodie McBoatface.
And then like they're like, oh, let's ask the internet. And sure enough, they learned you don't ask the internet for anything, because what happened? Like the number one or the winner was Bodie McBoatface. So yeah, that should learn you guys. Don't ask the internet for shit.
Do you know what I was thinking about? So we all know that I work at a retail store, and it is now back to school, back to college.
So Walmart's popping right now?
Walmart is popping.
Or is it service merchandise?
Family Dollar. It's going crazy. But I see all these... I was thinking to myself how in the future, when I have a kid who's graduating high school...
With your girlfriend, Fuchsia?
Yes. She actually doesn't like that name. She wants me to refer to her as Periwinkle on this show.
Oh, okay.
So
As periwinkle.
also, I don't like this weird connection you two have that you guys are always out Facebooking each other. I don't appreciate that. Just a heads up. I was gonna mention that today.
Why?
I don't know. It's like, why does she have to defend you? You're a troll.
Because I'm very nice. I'm a nice person.
No, you're
And
not.
she sees that.
Doesn't she know you live under a bridge
Obviously not.
and periodically like come up to snatch children from the bridge?
You better stop talking about me like that because she's going to be not too pleased.
All right. I'm not gonna be too pleased with her. Anyways,
She invited me to a Halloween party today. Did you see that?
that she wasn't even aware of until I told her.
Well, it looks like I'm
And
going.
now I'm
Hey, Tony,
not.
you want to come?
Ooh, I didn't get an invite. Can I be your plus one?
Yeah.
Well, you were
can
my
be
plus one last year, so you'll do it again. But
Ooh, so
neither.
then I'm Megan's plus one. That's cool. Oh, fuck. Said her name. Wait, I did it out.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't care.
I'm Periwinkle's plus one then.
I'm gonna call her that.
Wait,
her name is Megan, and we coitus. What?
Oh shit. Well,
Oh, yeah, fuck it. I guess that saved me an editing spot.
That saved you a lot of editing.
What was your question?
The last Halloween party.
Yeah.
Weren't you my plus one?
No, because you didn't know anybody there.
Yeah, you were his plus one.
I'm pretty sure you were my plus
And
one.
I was a plus to the plus one.
Oh, that was a different one. 'Cause
Yeah,
we,
that
all
was
went,
a
we all went to one, and then but that was the one we went to with our. Yeah, let's not talk about that party. So, moving on.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, back to what I was
He just
saying.
blew his girlfriend's cover on the show, and you can't talk about a party?
Well, it was just a party. It was. I'm pretty sure we already talked about it. So
Let's not dwell on something that
let's
happened
not
a year
dwell on
ago.
the past. Let's just move on.
So
Well, I wasn't invited to that party,
Yeah,
so
you
I
weren't.
want to
There's
know
a
about
reason
it.
for that. You're not gonna know about it.
Why not? But I want to know.
Well, you can know. We can go back and listen to episode like 15 or 17, wherever we talked about it. Listen to last year's Halloween episode. You can hear all about it.
all right, so when I get older and I have a kid and they're graduating high school and they're trying to figure out what to do with their lives, I'm going to encourage them to either go to community college or just drop the fuck out, because I see all these parents spending ridiculous amounts of money on their kids, just carrying cartloads of shit so they can go live in a dorm. I will not pay to have my kid live in a dorm. You live at home with me and you go to the local school. It's the same shit.
That's right. You pay in-district tuition.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to go out of district, then lie about your address
Yeah.
and get in-district over there.
Like these kids, they got cartfuls of shit, and their parents are just pushing it along. And the kid's like, "Oh, I need this, I need that." It's like, you don't need any of that.
I know. Little idiots probably don't even know how to read.
Yeah.
Or write.
They're trying to learn.
What you know those pens for? You can't write.
They're trying to learn. All these kids are probably going to fucking liberal arts school. They're going to school for photography.
Oh, so basically they'll be your next barista
Exactly. I could teach them that shit on Instagram. Like, hey,
for the low.
here's a filter. That'll be $20,000, please.
You should start your own school, Momba.
Yeah, exactly.
Because liberal arts is like can be anything you want.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anything.
You can start your own charter school. I
know.
was watching John Oliver the other day, and he was talking about charter schools.
Oh, by the
It
way,
was very interesting.
I think I need your HBO password again.
I gave it to you last time. You needed.
Yeah, but for some reason the app keeps on kicking me out, and
It's I Love Junkyard 123.
I don't know why it keeps on doing it. It keeps on kicking me out. I think
All
you're
right.
doing it on purpose. I think you're fucking.
No, I'm not.
I think you are.
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Look at when I click something. Hold on. It says sign in, and I don't understand that.
So his username is Tony's Big Dick.
That is oh, junkyard. Don't be giving out my username.
All right. Let's get to, speaking of Tony's Big Dick, let's get to his not fun facts.
Ooh, not fun facts. Not fun facts. These facts are never fun. Not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
All right, so today's not fun fact has to do with the Titanic. Tragic event. If you don't know, look it up.
Tragic event, even better movie.
That was actually I thoroughly
Was
enjoyed that movie.
Event Horizon?
What?
Oh god, that was terrible.
That was that
That's what I
was
heard.
that was
It wasn't a joke, that's what I heard.
You should edit that out.
that was
Why?
a terrible movie and even worse joke.
Like
It wasn't a joke. That's what I heard. I heard event. That's what I heard. That's what you said.
No, that's not what I said. I
okay,
said
either edit it out because it's not funny, or edit it out because it was just stupid.
I said
It wasn't meant to be funny.
tragic event, even better movie.
That was a movie called Tragic Event.
Read your shit.
Oh god. All right. So
I'm not understanding this.
So the Titanic, the workers there were employed by the White Star Line, and they paid the going rates for all the workers there. They were mainly employed as freelance workers, so kind of like contractors nowadays. So they basically would only get paid once the job was finished. Of course, we all know that the Titanic sunk like about halfway through or whatever. So rather bureaucratically,
spoiler alert,
the number crunchers at White Star calculated the surviving staff's wages up until the exact point they entered the water, and according to records, stopped performing their allocated job. The company received some flack over this heartless calculation, and there was a public outcry. So basically, like, all the survivors of the Titanic that worked there,
they got paid up until they
got
entered the
paid
water.
up until like they went in the water. Like, all right, well, I mean, you kind of didn't do. There was nothing for you to do after that, so we're not gonna really pay you.
I would have been like, bitch, I was freezing my ass off in that water. That was fucking.
So that'd have been pretty shitty. So that's when like all the telegrams started the hashtag Drown Lives Matter. So yeah, that's your not fun fact. Companies have been assholes since forever.
I think that's like the type of business model that Donald Trump has.
No, his business model is not pay him at all.
Yeah, exactly. And if you
you'd be like, hey, the fucking ship sunk.
Yeah.
You didn't get anything.
And if you die in the process, hey, even better. I don't have to pay you anything.
Exactly.
It's gotta suck. Like you finally you survive, you come back, and like, all right, I need to get paid for like, all right, well, you get paid half. Because technically,
yeah, you didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything after that.
You were just leisurely swimming around out there. That sounds more like a vacation to me.
He's like, we paid you to work, not to go snorkeling.
So, where was the White Star Line?
That's the name of the company that employed.
Where was it actually? Like, where is it from? Is it an American company?
Obviously.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm asking.
I didn't delve that far into the rabbit hole, but
let's say it is.
Let's say it is. Let's just say it is American.
Let's
it sounds like a very American thing to do.
He's segueing. That's why. Let him segue.
Oh, all right.
You can't pick up on his question.
No, I can't pick up on his.
He's not very smooth.
No, Junkyard has terrible social cues.
They're obviously good enough for you, motherfucker.
You didn't see his shifty ass eyes. He was like, so are they an American?
Oh shit! I thought he was just talking slow because he does that sometimes.
So speaking of America, what's happening in America today, Tony?
Yeah, fucking Colin Kaepernick refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Exactly.
I was gonna say another mass shooting, but
that too. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're not talking about mass shootings.
Okay.
We're talking about Colin Kaepernick.
And if he's not an Irishman,
he's adopted.
He's just half black.
So, Tony, can you tell our listeners, if they've been living under a rock, what happened with Colin Kaepernick?
So it was a preseason game. It was
a couple preseason games.
Yeah, now that I think about it, this is a fucking preseason game. Why is everybody like getting their panties in a bunch?
We'll get into that.
Like they're actually just practicing the Pledge of Allegiance right now. This ain't even the real one. This is preseason. So pre-game, they do the Pledge of Allegiance.
It's not the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm sorry, national anthem.
Yeah. Pete, don't worry, it's not just you. We'll hear something later. They messed up.
I thought it was okay. So national anthem. He refused to stand up during the national anthem because he does not want to honor a symbol of a country that oppresses black people and colored people. And everyone had a shit fit.
Everyone had a shit fit. Like
a majority of people.
Oh yeah, not everybody. I guess not everybody's against him, but a lot of people are against him.
Basically, if you're a Republican or conservative, you had a shit fit.
No, I've seen some not. I saw one. Well, at least one. At least one
99%
right,
of conservative Republicans had a shit fit.
So yeah, that's true. What are people saying that is the problem?
That I heard a whole bunch of excuses that it's un-American of him. He's doing it for attention. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
He wants to get kicked off the team.
He's basically being disrespectful to all the veterans that have died, and
and the veterans that are fighting.
The veterans that are fighting for our freedom. That's what they're arguing. But on the flip side, it's like it's freedom of speech. Like he's protesting something that is going on that he doesn't agree with. So personally, I don't have an issue with it.
Why don't you have an issue with it?
Why? Because people who protest, there's different ways to protest. Like, if you're going to block traffic to protest, that's fucking bullshit.
If you're going to inconvenience somebody.
If you're going to inconvenience me for your protest, that really upsets me. Like, look, if I need to get somewhere and you're going to block traffic for your cause, even if it's like righteous as fuck, you inconveniencing me will upset me more than your cause.
Yeah.
But Colin Kaepernick is like, all right, I'm going to protest something, but I'm not going to inconvenience anyone. So I like that. I like that he's not inconveniencing me.
And also, I'm not sure how it went, but did he tell people he was going to do this, or he just did it and then people asked him about it?
People asked him after the fact.
Yeah, because I heard he did it and then they asked him about it.
So it's not like he was attention seeking. Probably it's some, the media went up to him like, oh, why didn't you do this? And he told them, and then they had a shitstorm.
So it's not, so he wasn't attention seeking because he could have gone unnoticed if the media would just quit dick riding.
Yeah, hard as fuck. And you just can't win. I've seen people complain, like when there are protests in the city, say in Baltimore or St. Louis. They're like, oh, these violent protesters are causing riots. Why can't they just protest peacefully? They have somebody like Colin Kaepernick who just sits down, and people still have a hard time about it.
They complain. They're like, oh, why can't they protest peacefully? And then when Colin Kaepernick sits down, like, no, not like that.
Yeah, don't
do that.
Not just that, but they're all the same people complaining about, it's all about the First Amendment rights and blah, blah, free speech. And then, no, but you can't express your First Amendment right. You can't do that.
Well, you can express your First Amendment right, but it's only if it's the same opinion as everybody else.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah. You can say what you want.
But it has to be, in accordance to
what we feel.
To what society feels. To the norm. To the majority.
And the other thing too is like, I don't understand why all these people are saying, oh, he's being disrespectful to the veterans and being disrespectful to he didn't say anything about veterans or about the military.
Yeah. He just said that he's upset at all the social injustice that's going on, like all the white privilege.
Or more so, I think like the police shootings that's been happening, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Right, and you don't have to agree with him, but first of all, nobody gave a fuck about Colin Kaepernick before this. He's almost off the team.
Wasn't he on the decline?
Yeah. He's been playing like shit, and he's not doing very well. He's already been replaced as a starter, and then he decides not to stand up for the fucking national anthem. Now everybody's on Colin Kaepernick's nuts. And the thing too about it is like he's protesting to like bring attention to this topic, and obviously it's working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck is the big deal?
Joke's on you, conservatives. You got.
Exactly.
Ashton Kutcher's going to jump out of nowhere and say, you got
punked.
You're paying attention to something that you hate.
So I think D.L. Hughley actually said it best. I heard him. He did this like Facebook Live thing.
D.L. Hughley of the Kings of Comedy?
Exactly.
That D.L. Hughley.
Oh, my goodness.
So
he was spitting straight truth.
So this was from his Facebook. So
although I don't like that, it seems like he's driving and recording this. It's very
he's probably parked.
It's very unsafe. No, he keeps on looking at the road.
Oh, maybe he is. Who cares?
Hey man, when you get that flash of genius, you gotta
do it.
You gotta do it, man.
So let's go and listen to DL.
What? Wait, whose Facebook is this?
Mine.
Why is my girlfriend picture popped up?
Because she's one of my friends.
No, I don't like that. I'm not cool with that.
That's his top 8, like on MySpace. So he put her there.
That's 9 though.
Top 9.
Oh, okay.
But he put her there.
You put her there?
Yeah. I didn't put her there.
You put her on a pedestal?
I don't control this.
You can select who you want on.
Why is she 8 though?
Because you don't want to make it obvious.
Like if you're gonna put her on there, you put her
at number 1,
number 3 at the lowest.
Dude, I don't control this.
Yes,
I bet you if I refresh the page,
you can click and drag.
I bet you if I refresh the page, it'll be different.
Click and drag. You can drag.
Refresh the page. I want to see. This is a great idea, by the way.
Why is this a great idea?
Because we could see what you're doing. That way, when
hit Control H.
That way, when you're just staring at your computer. Oh,
God damn it!
There it goes. There it goes again.
Well.
I
don't control this, motherfucker.
For some reason.
Well.
But I got a bunch of other people on there too. And some people I don't even talk to. Like, I haven't talked to Brian in a long time.
You know,
Well, just don't go saying
just so
his
you know,
name.
a junkyard.
Oh, I say his last name?
Only-
First, you know how many Brian's I have on my page?
Only guilty people explain themselves. And
All right.
you're doing a lot of explaining that you don't need to. Hit Control H.
Like-
and then scroll down.
No.
Why not?
What's control? What the fuck? Why do you want me to hit Control H
Just
for?
hit Control H.
No, I'm not going to. This isn't DL Hughley, goddammit.
Just hit Control H and scroll down. You can do that while you're playing that, you know.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. Let's
What do you got to hide?
I don't have anything to hide.
Hey, hit Control H. He's thinking about it. He's like, wait a minute. Come on, Control H,
No,
Junkyard.
fuck you.
Should I do
So
it?
Junkyard has his laptop screen on like his TV, and we're all looking at it, and he refuses to hit Control H.
It's for history. He
For
wants to look
those
at my
that don't
history.
know, that's your internet search history. So we want to see what Junkyard's been up to, and obviously he doesn't want us to see.
Can you just do it?
Motherfuckers, he's not going to do anything.
Ooh.
Can you
Scroll down a little bit. Look at those videos. Black on Blondes. Okay.
Oh, if that's what you want to see my...
BB. Oh, what?
You want to see my...
BBC? That is not the British network. That's something else.
Yeah, it's black on black
Why is he looking up recipes for bukkake cakes?
because they're delicious.
Oh,
Okay, I regret asking you to do Control H.
Yeah, you're
Close that out. That's disgusting.
You're a very boring person. Like even when you're in private, everything is just emails. And,
What do you think I do?
I don't know.
What were you expecting?
My history is all porn.
Shit, when I die, that's the first thing I need people to do is delete my search history.
All right, let's listen to DL Hughley. We're fucking getting off topic.
I find it ironic that we still are dealing with some of the things we have dealt with historically. Rosa Parks, she refused to stand and give up her seat. It was controversial. Now, Colin Kaepernick refuses to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and that's controversial. Maybe America can't stand the thought of black people sitting down. It's ironic that I watched Timothy McVeigh blow up a government building where he killed hundreds of Americans, and never once did he have his patriotism questioned. Never once did someone say he was unpatriotic, that he didn't love America. But a man refuses to stand for a flag that he believes has not lived up to his creed, and he's unpatriotic. We are decidedly a different America. We are decidedly a different America. We are more violent than we've ever been. Generally, nowadays, when somebody's standing up to put their hand over their heart in America, they've been shot. I think that it is a blessing that I think the difference between us, when people talk about, well, people fought for your right you're right. People did fight for his right to be able to do that. That's the greatest thing about America, is because he was doing that in some other country, he'd be in jail or dead right now. So the very thing that he's doing right now demonstrate how great this country is. It isn't, patriotism apparently only belongs to one group. You'll have people take over federal buildings with guns and you'll still call them patriots. But a man has a genuine grievance with America, even if you don't agree with it, and does it in a peaceful manner, and all of a sudden he's unpatriotic. America uses almost any excuse to call him a black man a nigga. Shut up and play football. This man is blessed with an arm and a voice, and thank God he has the conscious soul and heart to use them both.
I was waiting for him to say something funny.
Well, no, because this is a serious,
And he is driving.
serious topic. Yeah, he is driving.
All right.
And, it's like, he's right. Like, he, what do you call it? He's using his voice that he has. He's a celebrity, and he's using his voice to, bring attention to a certain topic, and it's an important one at that. People always either. There was an article I was reading that said, your America, or your view of America it depends on where you live and how you grow up and your environment. So our America, because I think we're pretty blessed. I mean, if you want to use that term, I'm not religious or whatever.
Hashtag blessed.
Stay blessed.
Hashtag blessed. We're pretty fortunate to be where we're at. I mean, we have a podcast, right?
I don't count that as a blessing. It quickly went from a blessing to a curse, to an inconvenience.
And not everybody can do this. Not everybody can do what we do, and not everybody can
Yeah, Momba.
Some people live in the slums.
You know how many kids in Ethiopia were like, "Damn, I wish I had a podcast."
I know.
We're talking about America, not Ethiopia.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying how blessed we are, because there's kids in Ethiopia that are like, "Damn, I wish I had a podcast
I think they wish they had food.
and a podcast."
You can't eat a mixer.
And look, we're fortunate enough to have beer. We're drinking, well, except for Momba.
You know how many kids in Ethiopia are like, "Damn, I wish I had a beer."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's food, right? There's yeast and
But if you grew
carbs
up
in there.
If you grew up in a part of America where where there's like large amounts of racism and things of that nature, that's a different America. That's something that we're not used to seeing. And people keep saying like, "Oh, it's not that bad," but I mean, we've seen and everybody brings up the police shootings like, "Oh, it's only a few bad cops." But I mean, this last election should like actually bring that more to light, that Kaepernick is right. I mean, look at how many people voted for Donald Trump. The fact that Donald Trump made it this far is a big, like, red flag, showing how fucked up the country is, really, and how many racists are out there, and all the crazy shit that Trump says, and everybody's like, yeah, fuck the Mexicans, fuck the Muslims, fuck everybody.
Build that wall.
Right.
I have evidence of that too, because Tony shared something on Facebook saying how everybody's upset that Colin Kaepernick didn't stand up, and then there was this picture connected to it of Donald Trump not having his hand over his heart during the national anthem. So it was just something I shared, and that was it. I didn't really get any attention of it. Then I woke up in the morning and I looked at my phone and I got a notification. So the reason why this is important, Colin Kaepernick standing up, is because this guy, since I shared this picture, went on my Facebook and commented. Now I'm
repeating what he said.
I'm quoting. This is verbatim. This guy simply stated on my picture, "Nigger lover." So apparently, because I support Colin Kaepernick, I am
a lover of
what he called me.
Yeah, what he called me. So if that's not a clear sign that racism still exists, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
and then he blocked me too. Like the sissiest thing that anybody could do. He blocked me.
Like I looked at that dude's. I crept on his Facebook a little bit, and he looks like he's. I don't know, man.
Well, he's a Mexican guy.
But I don't know. Does he have any kids?
He has one kid.
Is he like with his baby mama?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, because I remember he got mad on Facebook one time. He took a picture of his kid, and I guess the baby mama got the kid like a fade with graphics in it, and he like got pissed. He's like, "Oh, look at what my kid's mother did. Now he looks like a little hoodlum, like a little banger." I was like, "Yeah, that kid actually looks fresh as fuck."
So I did see that picture. He did look fresh as fuck. Yeah, so I'm not surprised that she's not with him.
Yeah, dude did. And I'm like partially related to him, but the dude's a huge old cunt. So
he's a big old puss.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
And I think when he blocked me, I thought maybe, I don't know if he thought that maybe his comment wouldn't show up, but it did. So I don't think he knows how to Facebook very well.
Either that, or he thought that you were as racist as he was.
Yeah, I guess so.
And he was upset when you weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
When you called him booty hurt.
Yeah, he butt hurt hard as fuck.
And what do you call it? The thing too, like I know, like we have a friend of a mutual friend that's also kind of conservative, and I think he commented on one of my posts saying that it was bullshit and some things like that. I told him, listen to the podcast. We're going to talk about it. And I think I told him, I'm like, you're missing the point. But okay, because he keeps saying like, it's only like, because he's this person's a police officer and obviously standing up for the other police officers, which is fine. I mean, obviously, we're not saying all police officers are bad. But the thing too is you got to realize that what Kaepernick is also trying to do is it's not just, I don't think it's just about the shootings. It's just about the overall like racism in the country. I think that it's become institutionalized in a lot of sense, of the country. I was listening to another podcast. I want to plug it.
Don't plug it.
It's a great podcast, and they had one of this other ex-police officer in Baltimore.
Whisper it to me so I know what it is.
The Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, okay.
And they had this.
Edit that out. We're not getting paid to plug another podcast.
This ex-Baltimore police officer, and he said that in the deeds of the homes in Baltimore, in certain areas of Baltimore, the white neighborhoods of Baltimore, in the deeds that have been passed down for generations, they have never been changed. still say, and they hold this up, black people cannot buy that home in certain areas of Baltimore. Black people are not allowed still to this day to purchase homes because it's in the deed.
Yeah, I believe it. That's actually not an uncommon thing.
So, I mean, come on. After so much time, and it's like, you know, and the other thing too is like, you know, he's sitting down for the national anthem. The national anthem is, you know, a song that we sing obviously as part of our country and whatnot, and like, you know, patriotism. But think about when it was written. It was written like years ago when, you know, there were slaves. We had slaves. The country was run by a full bunch of white people.
Yeah. Who wore wigs and wore makeup.
Exactly. And had wooden teeth.
Yeah.
So, like, come on. Like, things have progressed so much. Like, we need to...
update it.
Yeah, we need to move along with it. And let's be honest. At least, I'll be honest. I love this country. This is, for me, it's like the best country.
It's okay.
I love... Whatever. You can have your own opinion.
I don't love it. I like see it as
our national anthem.
See it as a friend.
Our national anthem sucks. Let's be honest. It's not very good. If anything, our national anthem should be what's that other song? Not God Bless America. It's the other one.
Proud to be an American.
No,
The one that's like America, fuck yeah.
no, not that one.
That stop saying
Amber
that.
Waves of Grain.
Star Spangled Banner.
No, not that one.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And like the blue. I'll look it up anyway. Besides the point, the national anthem is like one of the hardest songs. First of all, to sing. It's very like unorthodox the way it's written.
Isn't it written about a war?
Right. Well, part of it.
Yeah.
But it's very like it's not like normal songwriting. That's why not many people can sing it properly. That's why you hear people fuck it up all the time because it's so fucking hard to sing. It's like we should like other countries have way cooler national anthems. The old Soviet Union national anthem, that shit was cool as fuck.
Whoa! Now you're getting all commie on us.
No. That's right. I'm just talking about the song itself.
You're gonna get us.
I don't know what it says.
We're gonna get banned.
You're gonna get us blacklisted as communist supporters.
as a commie sympathizer.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has nothing to do with them being communist, or it has nothing to do with the country itself. I don't honestly.
I've never heard it. Look it up.
I honestly never. I don't know what it says because it could say a bunch of crazy shit.
But it just sounds cool.
But it just sounds fucking cool. It sounds like it's got like, you know, like
you get your dick going.
Yeah, it gets my dick going real hard. Here, let me pull it up.
They could be talking about dudes touching each other. That's just,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got my dick
He's like,
going.
that makes sense.
Here, they played it in what was that one? In Rocky. That's the first time I heard it.
Rocky 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds like a very Soviet title. It doesn't sound that great.
I don't know. I think it's pretty fucking cool. I think it's a lot cooler than Star Spangled Banner. Even the Mexico national anthem is cooler than Star Spangled Banner.
I like Canada's better.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool. I don't know. I think there's a lot of national anthems out there that are cooler than ours. I think ours is just not like, I don't know. It's just not anything to write home about, to be quite honest.
But yeah.
Oh, America the Beautiful. That's the song that I think should be the national anthem.
Can we get sued for this?
What is this?
No.
It's America the Beautiful. How am I gonna get sued?
By Ray Charles Ghost. Because it's written by...
He didn't write it. He's just singing it.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful. For heroes prove.
Oh, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, now this is a fantastic song. This should be our national anthem.
Yeah.
This is way, especially once he gets to talking about the actual, like, here, I'll forward a little bit to my favorite part.
And imagine if you were dating a girl named America,
right?
This song could be used for pre-coitus. Like if you were getting it in with America Ferrera.
Right here. This is the best part. I think
And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful.
See, this makes you feel patriotic.
Spacious skies.
Oh, I know that song.
For amber waves of grain. For
Purple mountain majesties.
All right, we get the picture.
You can't stop it.
But now wait a minute.
You can't stop America.
America,
America,
sweet
sweet
America.
America.
Who would you get to sing it?
I mean, you can have anybody sing it, but that's a way fucking cooler song.
No, you
than-
can't have just anybody sing it. I gotta have somebody who actually knows, who could hit that range.
I mean, you can have a lot of people sing it, but that's not the point. The point is that's a cooler song than the Star Spangled Banner. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. But
Like, I think that should be our national anthem, not the Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner is pretty. Not like I said, it's not only is it hard to sing and it's a weird song. It's just not very cool.
I think the thong song should be our national anthem.
And then, like this, I was reading this article. The other thing that the writer said.
Don't ignore me.
Thong
You heard?
song. Yeah, I heard you. Thong song. That's great.
All right.
Speaking of Russia, like I had like one of the not fun facts I was gonna have had to do with Russia, but I opted to go with the one I gave today. But since we're talking about Russia, I'll go through real quick. It's pretty funny. So there was a czar called Dmitry.
For those who don't know what a czar is, it's
the
like
king of Russia.
Yes.
So he's known as False Dmitry or Dmitry the Imposter. So Dmitry pretended to be.
Oh, I read about
Did you
him.
read about that?
Yeah.
He pretended to be a descendant of like Ivan the Terrible or something, and he basically became czar.
And nobody can disprove it. They were like, all right, well, fuck it.
So he actually became czar, but then they actually did discover him. They found out that he was actually like being like a usurper. So what they did was they found out he was a Polish guy. So what happened was that they found out that he was like an imposter. They killed him, they burnt him, and then they shot his ashes out of a cannon in the direction of Poland.
Why?
Because he was Polish, and they were mad. It's also known as the Great Bummer of Russia.
Wow.
But apparently it's not the first one. They've had 3 imposters, and they're like,
What the fuck? So
Yeah.
so you could just go to Russia and be like, I am
I
a
guess so.
descendant of so and so, and they're like, oh, all right,
Out of the way.
sounds good to me.
Putin.
So it's like you're innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, and then you get shot out of a cannon. It's worth the risk.
Yeah.
Become the czar of Russia.
Well, I mean, you're dead already when they shoot you.
so
So, it's fine.
so they shot him, they burned him, and they were still mad. So they put his ashes in a cannon and shot him towards Poland. Like, get out of here.
In the general direction.
Get out of our country. Yeah, in the general direction of Poland, because I'm pretty sure ashes can't travel that far out of a cannon.
Hey, what are we talking about now?
Anyway, no, I was gonna say let's wrap up this Colin Kaepernick
All
thing.
right.
But
The last thing that I was going to say, I think you could still be patriotic and be American and not be happy with the way things are.
yeah, and that's actually to your point, Mom. But I think that's exactly makes Colin a little bit more patriotic because he wants to make this country better.
Yeah.
If you didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't be doing this. You wouldn't just like, all right, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. This country sucks. I don't give a fuck.
You could love something and not be happy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what
family's for.
what marriage is all about, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You love them, but you don't really want
You're
to
fucking miserable.
Yeah.
That's what a relationship is.
put up with it.
That's what a relationship's all about.
So let's stop hating on Colin Kaepernick for trying to make the country better, for bringing, light. Let's just, cut the guy some slack. Let him sit down. He's bringing attention to more issue. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. You don't have to agree with it. Just don't be a dickhead. Right? Am I right, guys?
Yeah. Cut him some slack and hate the real enemy, Cincinnati Zoo.
They killed
true.
Harambe.
Yeah, they killed Harambe
Yep.
All right, guys.
You know who can't stand or sit? Harambe.
Because he's dead.
Because he's dead.
You guys are something else. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to our crazy news story, shall we? And I got a nice surprise for you guys. All right, so today I will not be reading the news story.
Then who will?
Our good old friend, the voice of NKOTP.
This just in news that you just will not believe. A teen reportedly dies from his girlfriend's hickey.
Oh, I thought.
A hickey turned out to be the kiss of death for a 17-year-old boy in Mexico City. Julio Macias Gonzalez suffered a stroke that doctors reportedly think was caused by a hickey from his 24-year-old girlfriend, according to The Independent. The teen had convulsions during a family dinner and then just died. The woman's skin sucking could have created the blood clot that traveled to Julio's brain and led to the stroke, according to hoyestado.com. His girlfriend, who has not publicly been identified, is reportedly in hiding. Sources told hoyestado.com that Julio's parents were already upset over their relationship due to the age difference. Hickeys usually just cause blemishes to the skin and occasionally the reputation, but there have been reports of more serious physical damage. In 2010, the New Zealand Medical Journal wrote up the case of a 44-year-old woman who was rushed to the hospital after losing movement in her arm under mysterious circumstances. At first, doctors couldn't figure out why the woman was having a stroke. Eventually, they noticed a bruise on her neck and figured out that the suction on a major artery created a blood clot that caused a minor stroke, according to KUTV.com. The woman survived, unlike this poor teen who literally had the kiss of death. Poor kid.
All right.
Now
What the fuck is a 44-year-old doing getting hickey?
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean-
It's like you should be well beyond that.
You should be. Yeah, he should have moved on.
I don't know.
If my GF goes anywhere near my neck, I'm like, hold on, bitch. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to kill me. I'm not gonna let that.
You don't put a stop to that.
You succubus. I'm not gonna let you kill me.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get to our gripes, shall we?
What was I gonna say? But is she Hispanic? The voice?
She's not.
She read that pretty well.
She did read it very well.
Yeah, she took Spanish for a while,
Oh,
and she does speak it pretty well for a white person.
a Caucasian person.
Yeah, whatever.
Caucasian.
A cracker.
All right, I'm just joking. I love the whites.
You love the whites.
All right, let's get to our grapes.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
All right, my gripe
I didn't say you could go first.
is, all right, it's fall. I understand. Season's changing. But people who get overly excited for fucking pumpkin spice bullshit. It is like,
And it's not even
the
fall.
fuck is wrong with
yeah,
you?
but they started.
But fall doesn't start till the 22nd of September.
But they started selling it.
I know they started it because they're capitalizing on you idiots.
Yeah, you fat bitches.
You fat basic bitches.
Yeah, junkyard.
Like, Junkyard can't wait to get his Ugg boots, his fucking North Face pullover,
Black
his
leggings.
fucking leggings, and run to Starbucks and get a fucking pumpkin spice latte.
First of all, I love pumpkin spice lattes, and I don't care what you say.
Because you're a basic ass motherfucker.
I don't give a
that's why.
fuck what y'all say.
Even Mamba, the basicest of all basics, doesn't get excited for
I
pumpkin
never
spice.
had one.
you guys, you haven't had one either. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure I have, and it was not all that.
It's great. First of all, pumpkin everything is great. Pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin beer, pumpkin bread, pumpkin butter, pumpkin everything
That
is
that is
great.
a goddamn lie.
You're lactating while you say that, so relax.
Yeah.
Calm down.
That's the first thing. Second thing is I don't drink them all the time because they're really fucking expensive and I can't afford it. So I wish I had more money. If I had more money, I would drink them all the time. Plus, I heard that the orange dye that they put in it causes cancer.
Everything causes cancer.
Yeah, I know, but still.
There's no pumpkin in any of that. Like,
But it tastes like
it's all
pumpkin.
chemicals.
Well,
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Wasn't this year they were supposed to put pieces of pumpkin in
Yeah,
there?
I think they are.
Yeah, like little chunks of pumpkin.
Yeah, they changed the recipe and people were up in arms about it. But I don't care. I'm still going to drink it. 'cause it's still
Isn't
probably
it not
delicious.
even like flavored pumpkin? Isn't it like cinnamon?
No, they had nutmeg. I think they do add cinnamon. It's like a mixture of stuff because it's pumpkin spiced, so it's pumpkin with spices.
Don't move like that.
Yeah.
Don't move your head like that when you
'Cause
say
it's
it's
pumpkin with spices.
God. I wish you guys could see how Junkyard is like.
He's moving his whole body to it.
There's
I
nothing
think
wrong.
I think we
with
talked
pumpkin
about this
spice
too.
latte.
We talked about how they changed the recipe to add pumpkin to it, and people got mad.
That they actually
It's like
put
they were upset that they're adding the
What-
product that they're advertising
Yeah.
is already
because
in
it's
there.
already delicious. Don't mess with
yeah, but it
what's-
doesn't have what.
Doesn't matter. You just don't mess with what's working. You don't fix what's not broken.
I guess
It's delicious just the way it is. And you guys should. You know what? Next podcast, I'm gonna buy you guys some pumpkin spice lattes.
I'm not gonna drink it.
You have to drink it. You
All right,
can't
get
look a
the
gift horse in the mouth.
Get the smallest size.
I'll get you a venti.
How would you feel?
Get me a Trenta. Is that the
The
one?
Trent. Well, that's only in cold though.
That's fine.
No, I'm gonna get you. It's gonna be hot.
No. Wait, because a venti is 20. I know that because Paul Rudd taught me that.
Paul Rudd.
So a Trenta is what, 24?
30.
I thought it was 30.
All right, get me a Trenta.
But the Trentas are only in cold drinks.
I'm pretty sure they'll put whatever
If
want.
you
No, they
if you
won't.
if you yell enough at a Starbucks employee,
They'll do whatever.
They'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
No, because you know what they do if you yell at them? They will give you decaf coffee instead of caffeinated coffee.
Oh,
And what's the
no.
point of drinking decaf or
It's-
drinking coffee if you're going to drink decaf?
fine. Get me-
Decaf is like
So when are we gonna have these pumpkin spice bullshits?
They started. I think they
No, I'm
start selling
saying
tomorrow.
when are we gonna have this? We could give
Next
a
week.
review. All right, next week, so we can give our review. It'll be Mamba's shitty drink review.
so I could spit it and throw it in your face.
yeah, like this fucking bullshit.
I know that I owe you money. Would you accept Starbucks gift card as payment?
If it's in the amount that you owe me, I would.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll look into that.
You should. You should totally do that.
I don't understand how that benefits you in any way. But
I just wanted to know if you would take it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I would.
You would take.
I'll spend that in like a month.
Because I owe you what, like $90?
Yeah.
You would take a $90 gift card.
Fuck yeah, I would.
That is ridiculous.
You know what, Mamba? I have.
You know how many pumpkin spice lattes I could drink with that?
I think I have some Starbucks gift cards that I never used. Like I think I have 3 of them, like a couple 15s and a 10.
All right.
I'm willing to sell you those for a
fraction
for a fraction of the price.
All right.
You know.
There you go, Junker.
So yeah,
But that's still not the amount of.
I know it's not the amount, but
total.
it'll put a dent.
It'll make a dent.
It'll make a dent in what he owes you. So we'll work something out.
I don't care.
Fuck pumpkin spice.
Just make sure they're not expired.
Do they expire?
Probably not, but I'm just
No, I
saying.
don't think they do. I'll check them.
Anyway, so Mamba.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
All right, my gripe. I think I talked about it before. I'm going to talk about it again because I mentioned earlier. It's back to school and people are buying they're buying basically a whole house full of shit, and they have to carry it. So my gripe is women lifting heavy things. I'm all for equality. And I think women could do anything that a man does. But when it comes to lifting heavy shit, a woman quickly goes from being a feminist to a stereotypical 1950s housewife. And it's upsetting. Because it's like, it's not so much, I don't mind helping somebody. If somebody's like, hey, can you help me lift this? But we're at work. They don't do that. They say, hey, I need you to lift this up. I'm like, why do you need me to lift it up? They're like, oh, because you're a boy. I'm like, all right, bitch. Yeah, I know I'm a boy.
And do you ever check just to make sure?
What do you mean?
Like when they say you're a boy, you're like
Yeah.
Do you pull your dick out for Harambe?
Like, okay, cool.
I give them a hard ass time. I'm like, I'll grab whatever it is. I'll like give it a nudge. I'm like, that's not even heavy. They're like, yeah, it is. I'm like, you can't lift it up?
Next time, what you should do is pick it up and fucking just
Yeah,
throw it.
launch
and be
it
like,
at them.
bitch, that shit ain't heavy. If I could throw it, it's not heavy.
I'm like, you could do this. I believe in you. They're like, no, I can't do it. So that's my gripe. I live in a house full of women too. Like they can't lift anything up. My mom talks all this shit about how I need to, be more independent. I need to do something with my life. It's fall, right? Pretty soon the air conditioners need to come out the window. I let her see her ass. I can pick it up.
You usually be like, oh, well, looks like the air conditioner's staying there all year.
You should be more independent, Mom.
You're bogus as hell.
that's
This guy should just call Tony to
Shut
to
the
take it out.
fuck up.
Ooh, I mean, I'm willing to help out. I'm a nice
You can't
guy.
lift it up yourself. You're like 90 pounds.
Pro.
Have you seen him? He's jacked.
I am pretty jacked.
He could probably lift you up.
How about just let me know when you want me to come over and I'll show you.
I don't want you to come over at all. I want you to stay 50 feet away from my house, at least.
Fine, I'll ask your mom when she wants me to come over.
Oh, all right. You know what? I'm going to go over your house. There's a language barrier, but I'm going to flirt with your mom hard as fuck.
But his mom isn't as young as your mom is.
Exactly. So
He'll just do it to spite me.
yeah, exactly.
It's not that he has any intention. He just wants to
She's
spite
a little
me.
bit older. She
Probably wouldn't even understand you.
She
She'll be like,
needs more attention.
she'll be like, see me, and she'll probably just give you food.
I'm like, hola, senora.
She'll be like, what's wrong with this kid? Is he mentally challenged?
She'll be like, "Oh, hola, mijo. ¿Cómo estás?"
Are you going to tell me when I was blacked out on your couch, she wasn't tempted in any way?
She didn't notice you were there.
Oh, how could you not? There's a 300-pound man sleeping on your couch.
All
All right.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
My gripe is, we all know I love the gays, and so do New Kids in the Pod. We all love gays.
Just say it as often as possible.
But, you know what I don't love? Or what I'm griping about? Hot lesbians.
Yeah, I hate them too.
I hate hot lesbians. You know why?
Because
they take up all the girls.
No, the other way around. They're being taken up by the butchy lesbians. I think if you're gonna be lesbian, you can't be attractive, because I see, like, for example, there's some, like, for actresses and stuff that I see, and I'm like, oh, she's not bad looking, like, she's pretty cute and attractive. I would like to, obviously I'm not gonna do anything with her because she's a celebrity and I'm me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you added the last part in there.
But if I could do something like, oh, that's great. I want to see if I get anywhere with her, and then I look it up online. She's a lesbian. Like, what the fuck? Why are all these, like, hot chicks lesbians? I'll give you a couple examples.
Because of guys like you.
Ellen Page. She's not hot, but I find her attractive. But she's lesbian.
Yeah.
That's a waste. Now
that is
a waste.
All right.
Of dickable girls that are able to get dicked down.
Did you think this through? Like,
I did.
Okay, all right. Well,
second, I'll give you another example.
I think that I'm trying to help you out. The fact that you acknowledge that you thought this through makes it worse. If you were to, like, you know what, I'm just spitting on the fly. I'm like, all right, you know what, he's just speaking his mind. Sometimes he's gonna say things that he doesn't really mean, but you really thought this out. So
this thought came out when I was watching Ghostbusters, and I'm like, Kate McKinnon is actually quite attractive. I looked it up. Lesbian. Like, what the fuck? How's Kate McKinnon lesbian?
Because she likes girls. That's how.
Obviously, but that's not fair. That's not fair to us straight men.
So, all right, if she wasn't a lesbian, you'd still have no chance.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Oh, okay.
The point is that if I did have a chance, like, I want her to be available to me. Her sexual orientation needs to be available
to you.
To all straight men that want to get it in with Ellen Page or Kate McKinnon or that one girl from Ray Donovan.
So one thing that I had trouble understanding, which is like, and you brought it up, is like when these really, really hot lesbian girls date these really witchy looking ones, is that why don't you just date a guy? I mean, it already looks like a guy.
Yeah.
And then
because they don't like the dick.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find a feminine guy that is willing to just, carpet munch. Right?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever.
But
I don't want to be looped in with this, so I'm going to tread lightly.
No. Tread hard.
Yeah, I'm treading hard as fuck.
The one thing that I never...
treading so hard, he's got chains on his tires.
The one thing I never understood is, so if two lesbians are going at it, and then they bring in a dildo in there, that could be a perfectly good phallus.
So instead of them bringing a dildo, they should bring in a phallus.
Yeah, bring in a phallus.
And would you volunteer to be that phallus?
I mean, I guess I can't say that.
Well, no. If
yes,
given different circumstances,
yes, I would.
You would be that phallus.
I would be that phallus. So why go out and buy
a fake phallus?
Yeah, it's like they're not cheap either. But you get a perfectly good one.
How do you know?
What? Amazon, bro.
So you looked up dildos on Amazon?
I was trying to compare sizes, like what pleases ladies,
or what size would fit inside you.
Joker, save me.
Hey man, you're the one talking about dildos.
Look, phalluses ain't cheap. How do I know? So not only do you know they're not cheap, but for you to make that assumption that they're not cheap, which I don't know.
I'm making assumptions.
But by you saying that means you've done research.
Because they're in high demand.
That means you shopped around.
They're in high demand.
So you've gone to various sites looking at various phallus-shaped objects to purchase, and you have came to the conclusion that they are not cheap.
Because they are in high demand.
And how do you know? Some of them were sold out?
No, because
he tried to buy some and
they were sold out.
Oh, fuck.
6 to 8 weeks for delivery. He's like, I can't wait that long. I need a phallus now.
I'm not going to say anything because it's like quicksand, and the harder I struggle, the faster I sink.
It only hurts when you struggle.
So I'm just not going to say anything.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my gripe. I just, I wish for lesbians they were all butchy, manly looking, and not so attractive.
I have another gripe. It's a petty gripe. So, it's a petty gripe because it has to do with social media.
Okay.
So,
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So, I've noticed that, you have like your Facebook friends, and some of them go out more than others. They're always doing shit. And of course, they're always doing shit because whenever they do, they got to tell you about it or they got to post about it. That's what social media is. You know what? It is what it is.
It's to brag.
It's to brag. You brag about where you go. You brag about what you do. Take all these pictures. Like, you're basically showing how better your life is and all your business friends. Now. So, my gripe is people who are obviously not about that life anymore, but they try to, like, keep up by doing certain things that, like, they shouldn't. And one of them, I don't know why it bothers me, but why do people need to create, like, a location at their house?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, to check into your house.
I know some guy that checks into his grandmother's house all the time. I think he lives there, though.
He lives.
I'm serious. I'm not joking.
But it's like, all right, I understand, and I notice this a lot with people who are married or couples that live together. Like, they feel the need to create, like, a location to where they live, and then they post these statuses like, oh, movie nights, and they check into their house. Like, okay, like, is that really necessary? Like, do you really need to, like, are you that left out that you need to tag yourself somewhere? Because you obviously, these are people that don't go out anymore because, they're probably, like, lame. And they don't party anymore. They don't go out on adventures. All they do is, they go to work, they come home. But they're like, oh, man, I really want to check in somewhere, but I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere. So I'm just going to create a location and check into my house.
What if you live in, like, a mansion?
See, that'd be cool.
And you have, like, a movie theater in
Then
there.
that would be dope. Because you can actually, have your own, like...
That's something to brag about.
That is something to brag about. But if you're just bragging about, like, at home making dinner and you
like grandma's house?
And you check into your grandma's house, like, all right, what the fuck? It's like, that's really unnecessary. You can just update your status to making a home-cooked meal or at home with the bae. That's fine.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. But then you got, like, Netflix and chill, and you got the exact address of where you're at. Like,
where you're Netflix and chilling?
I'm like, do you really want to, like, just put your address out there? Like,
I'm on my way to your house.
Because, look, if I see that you post some activity that you're doing at your house, I'm taking that as an invitation. Like, oh, you're obviously giving me the address, so I might drop by.
You might want to attend.
I may want to attend that. And if you don't want me there, why are you putting it out there like that?
All right, back to my lesbian thing. I totally thought of this quick scene from Chasing Amy.
Hurry up, because I have another gripe.
It's pretty hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, why are you in such a bad mood? Still dwelling on that dyke?
Hey, knock it off, will you?
What'd I tell you? She just needs the right guy. All every woman really wants, be it mother, senator, nun, is some serious deep dicking. Sorry. See, that's why I can't buy lesbians. Everyone needs dick. See, I can buy fags, a bunch of guys that need dick, just plain need it. That I get. Dykes, bullshit posturing. But live and let live, I guess.
I'm sure the gay community appreciates your support.
That's from Chasing Amy, by the way.
Yep.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. And I thought of it because, it was going on my gripe. Anyway, Momba.
All right, my gripe is I got my first credit card and everybody says I can't use it. What was the fucking point of me getting a credit card?
To build your credit, stupid.
But I want to buy shit with it.
You can buy shit, but make sure you have to pay it off right away and don't overspend. Like Tony said, spend $100. That's it.
Well, I want to buy a pair of shoes and they're $170.
No. Because you're not going to pay it off.
Go to DSW, get you some Skechers for like $50.
Again. What was the point?
Because this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen if you spend $170 on shoes. The $170, you're going to buy it today, for example. Next month?
That's Saturday. They come out Saturday.
Okay, you're going to buy them on Saturday. Then a month when your bill's due.
You're not going to pay it all off.
You're not going to pay it off. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm only going to pay $20. He puts $20 down. Then next month he owes $150. But with interest, his interest rate's what, like 30%?
Probably at 25%.
Okay, 25%.
Which is 24.99.
So how much is he owing?
Basically, the maximum legal limit.
Month
probably
two.
the interest rate.
What is he owing month 2? You're good at math.
Fuck. I mean,
out of 150.
If he's at
if 20 something percent.
Well, that's annual,
right?
So I mean, he'll probably be like at 160.
Okay, 160.
And I'm pretty sure that.
But he's not going to pay. But he's not going to pay the whole 160 off.
You know what? Does that credit card have an annual fee?
No.
Okay, not yet.
So he's going to pay. He's going to pay. Not going to pay the 160. So by the next month, he'd probably only pay another $10.
And then another pair of shoes have came out.
Right, and he's going to want those. And he's going to max out his credit card.
I wouldn't just pay the minimal amount. I would pay more than that.
That's not the point. You're supposed to pay it all off.
All right, so here's what you do. If you really want those shoes, you can get those shoes, but you pay $100 cash, and then you put the rest on your card.
Exactly.
And then you pay it all off first chance you get.
Right. See, because then
the
next month you're going to owe more, and then you're going to owe interest, and then it's just going to keep. It's going to be a fucking endless cycle. And by the time you're done, you're going to be like, "Fuck this! I'm not going to pay it this month because I don't have money." And then he's got an interest. Not only does he have interest, now he's got a late charge. So his $170 pair of shoes are going to end up costing him $400 by the end of the year.
I'm just going to cut it up. There's no point.
See, Mom, we're just trying to help you out.
You can cut it up.
Yeah.
It'll still help your credit because it's showing that you have an open account.
Yeah, exactly.
And over time, you're not using it, so you're not getting any late fees. So
and you're not, and your utilization is really low.
You know what? Yeah, cutting it up is actually a smart thing.
That's the
best thing you can do.
Hey guys, you want to build up your credit? Get a credit card and just set it on fire. Don't even acknowledge.
Light it up.
Yeah, it's an open account. And then think about this: 10 years down the road, you'll still have that shit open. You're not going to owe any money on it, and that's his oldest line of credit.
Credit history through the roof,
baby.
You're gonna have people begging you to take a house. Please buy this house. Please take this mortgage.
Exactly. You know how many fucking credit card shit I get in the mail every week? Like 100.
Just apply for
all
of them.
Fuck
Get
no.
all of them.
Yeah, my credit. By the time I'm done applying for all of them, my credit card would be gone to shit because of all the fucking inquiries on my account. All of them will be by like a week later. I'm not gonna get any of them.
Fucking inquiries stay on your record for 2 years.
Exactly. So
I saw that too.
Fuck that. I'm good.
When I applied for this one, my credit score went down, I guess because I had an inquiry. I'm like, what the fuck? You can't win.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Like, seriously, you can't. Like, it's the way it's set up, you cannot win. Like remember when I tried to get a car, I didn't have it. I had good credit.
Just not enough credit.
Not enough. So I'm like, okay. But the problem is that if I apply for more credit, which is what I need to do, my credit's going to take a hit because it's going to be another inquiry. And it's going to take the average age of my accounts down, so it's going to show that I've had credit in less time because I have a new account, and so it's like you just can't win.
That's why I'm trying to get all this shit out of the way before I buy a house, so that way by the time I'm going to buy a house, I'm ready. Like my fucking score's probably boosted. I'm done paying all my shit off. My utilization is low as fuck. I haven't had inquiry in God knows how long, and my accounts will be older. Everything's will be gravy.
You guys know what you should do with your money. Just invest in gold. Take that gold and bury it.
You know what?
And just ignore it.
In Dubai, they have ATMs. You can just get gold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on. I want to hear more about this idea. So you bury it, then what?
Nothing.
And then
you let it accumulate more value.
Accumulate more.
What
value.
if you lose value? What if somewhere in Africa they find like an endless supply of gold and the fucking value drops?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You never know.
Before that happens, the world is going to go to shit, and valuables are going to go through the roof, and then you're going to have the supply of gold.
Okay, so what if when I go to dig it up because I need it, it's gone because somebody found it?
That's your fault. You didn't dig it in
gold
in a good enough spot.
And gold is like a precious metal, so like if you bury it, it'll multiply.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How will it multiply?
Because it's organic and shit.
What? It doesn't work. I don't think it works that way.
No?
No.
Pretty sure I'm right.
Bury your gold.
Bury your gold. Get a lot of gold and bury it.
It sounds like a horrible idea.
Try to forget where, but don't.
Rule of thumb: wear your diamonds, bury your gold.
Wear your diamonds
and bury your gold.
What if they get ganked because you're wearing them?
So, well, that's rough.
All right, guys,
hope you have insurance.
Let's get to our question.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear NKOTP, I've been dating a married man for 30 years. Our
God
relationship started
damn.
a few months after he got married. I know it was wrong to begin the relationship, but it just started as a way for me to get sexual experience. For him, I think he was infatuated with the idea that a younger woman found him attractive. I asked him out knowing he was married, thus saved from expecting a commitment. I don't think either of us expected our so-called relationship to last this long. I've dated other men who knew nothing of him, and I've also given birth to a child that wasn't his. So it's not like he's the only man I see. I mean, of course, he knows I date other men. Many times I've thought about ending our affair because I feel guilty and sad about his wife. My problem is our conversations are intoxicating. Our kisses, touches, lovemaking, like no other. Must I stop seeing him? Or do you think that what others don't know won't hurt them? Your advice is much needed. Thanks, guys.
I mean, the way she describes him, I'm starting to like him.
And I heard it correctly. 30 years, correct?
Yep.
30 years.
Yep.
So that she must be like, okay,
give her the award for the best side chick ever.
She is like MVP, fucking Hall of Fame side chick right there.
That is impressive. 30 years, neither one of you getting caught up.
So hold on, let's try to figure this out. Like, how old do you think she is? Because she says that, okay, he's obviously older because he said that
Right.
she said that he was, I guess, flattered that younger.
I thought she said how old she was, didn't she?
Did she say how old she was?
I don't know.
Read it. Well, do you have the actual story?
I do. Let me look
All
at
right.
it. Give me a sec.
Because obviously he's older because she said that she was younger. But for 30 years, that means that she's at least, at minimum,
say if they got married,
she's got to be 47. Because if she started dating him when she was 17,
yeah,
she's 47 right now.
It doesn't say how old they were, how old she was, but she said that they just started dating a few months after he got married.
So she must be the youngest she can.
Let's say she was. For argument's sake, let's say she was 18.
And she's 48.
God damn, how old is he? Well, we don't know.
Well, obviously, okay, if he's older.
Let's say 10 years. 58.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying.
Hey man, this
So
guy
he was 28.
So
She
then
was 18.
let's say he got married.
Yeah, because it's about a good time.
Yeah,
28. Let's say 28.
All right,
He
18
was
and 28.
18,
We'll give him
28.
bet for that. 18 and 28.
We can even do 5 years.
Okay.
I mean, 28.
Well, if you're 5 years apart,
And
you don't
22.
really consider like, oh, I like an older person.
That's true. It's got to be at least 10
At
years.
least 10 if you really say like, oh, you know, like it's an older person I'm with, or she's like younger.
Or what if she was like 20 and he was like 30?
That means that she's 50 now.
Yeah.
So either way, we're going to do 18 and 28 just to keep it simple. So she is 48 years old right now. And he is 58 years old. I mean, at this stage in your life, why change anything?
Yeah. If it's been going,
What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna start dating? I mean,
she already, like she said, she has a kid with somebody else.
She already has a kid.
She's been dating and fucking other dudes.
Yeah, your affair is better than most marriages. So
that affair, yeah, like
keep on doing what you're doing.
Well, his marriage is obviously not that bad because they've been together for 30 years.
He's still married.
I think this guy has the best penis. His dick game is through the roof.
His dick game has got to be through the roof, and his wife has got to be stupid as shit if she has not figured. If she has not,
or he's just really that good and he's hiding it. But
man, he must. So we got two Hall of Famers right here. We got Hall of Fame side chick and the Hall of Fame like cheating husband over here. Because
30 years. I mean, do you think at this point does he even try to hide? Not try to hide it, but you know. A lot of young guys, when they cheat, they go out of their way to, you know, try to hide it as best possible. They don't want to get caught up. Do you think this guy's like, whatever at this point?
I mean, you figure at 58 years old, you're like,
yeah, well,
does your dick even get hard at 50 anymore?
It should get hard up until you're like 70.
You sure? How old is Hugh Hefner? He couldn't get his dick hard.
Motherfucker's like 90.
Oh, okay.
He needed like a lot of Viagra.
Yeah.
But, wait, so did we answer the question? Or we just wowed?
So, yeah, you said...
Or were we wowed?
Did you guys say stay together? Fuck it?
Yeah,
Why break up?
don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
You know what?
But she says she feels bad for the wife.
Obviously, if it's been going on for 30 years...
You don't feel that bad.
she doesn't feel that. Not only that, but like if the wife hasn't found out yet, or she probably does know and doesn't give a fuck, there's no way. Like, you should not feel bad for her. She should feel bad maybe the first year. Like, oh man, I feel really bad. Like, but now 30 years and she still doesn't know. I don't even feel bad for her.
Or even like if she does know and just ignores it, then there's no reason to feel bad.
Yeah, like you're 48, he's 58, you're all on your way out. It doesn't fucking matter at this point.
On your way out, they're not
ready
gonna die.
Ready to kick the bucket.
I mean, we're all on our way out, so act accordingly.
All right, guys, that's it. Since we've been gone for 2 weeks, hopefully we'll be back next week.
We'll be back in another. Let's make it a month this time.
No, it can't be that long. Do you want to say goodbye to the listeners since you don't want to be on the podcast anymore?
Like, bye for good?
Yeah.
I may reconsider something.
All right, guys, we will check you out next week. Hopefully, if not the week after, because these guys are lazy fucks. I'm thinking about, if you guys don't do it next week, I think I'm just going to do one by myself. Do a whole not an MMA segment.
An hour?
An hour of MMA. Not just fuck with you. I wouldn't do
for
that.
you to offend everybody?
Yeah.
The gays, the lesbians.
I love the gays.
The whites.
And lesbians.
The whites.
I love the whites. I love everybody.
I love the whites.
I love everybody equally. Everybody should just get along, be accepting, and love each other. That's all I ask for. This is a comedy podcast, guys. Some shit we say, it's not real.
Yeah. We just play a character. Well, I just play a character.
It's a persona.
No, you don't. You are who you are.
That's true. I am who I am.
Yeah, you're not that good of an actor.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe we'll check you up next week. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. Email us. Send us your emails, your questions, anything you want. newkidsonthepod@gmail.com. Give us a call. Leave us voicemail. 774-40-NKOTP. Momba.
What?
Take us out.
In a world full of hot lesbians, just take a dick.
That's right.
Yeah, because
Thank
phalluses
you.
are expensive, according to Momba.
Momba can't afford one. We will.
You should get a phallus. You should get a phallus and put it on your credit card.
Yeah, buy a dildo on your credit card.
I'll buy all three of us dildos, and then the next time we record, we have to attach them to our head and be like unicorns. How does that sound?
If you buy 3 dildos, I will do that.
Great.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it's time to go. All right, guys, we'll possibly check you out next week. Hopefully we will. Kissies on your phalluses.
Yeah, let the track ride and we out. Check it out.